once again, thank you for watching the Sewing Doctor in New York. This time at Memory Craft, Janome 6300. This machine, when you turn it on, the first that comes up on the screen is E1. It turns on and then it brings an E1 on it. E1, well, you know, there's different things that could cause the machine to give you an E1. A fuse is damaged, a power supply is damaged, a wire broken is damaged. It got something got disconnected inside the machine and it damages. And there's a lot of different things. You know, I've seen comments out there, people saying the fuse, but you know, not always the fuse, because I have seen different matters with this machine. I want to open it up. As once I open, I will show you exactly what's wrong with it. You know, showing you the opening of the machine, closing the machine is not important because that's nothing. You know, you already know how to do that. But I would jump into it and check it out. We'll let you know as soon as I get it done. So I have a machine. This is a Janome Memory Craft. Beautiful, everything's good. E1. 99% of the time, this E1 means that this electronic is not working fine. It could be the board, it could be a fuse, it could be anything. So I will open it up and check inside and see what it is. First, I'm going to open up the machine. I already have a video how to open this machine, so I'm not going to make a video on that, but I'm going to go over later and show you what was wrong with it. But mostly something to do with electronic inside the main board. So I'm going to open up the machine, and then once I open it out, I will check it out. I'll let you know exactly what I find. I have now opened up the machine and I have already the board outside. I'm going to check on the fuse because 99% of the time is the fuse is no good, then it's going to be a problem. But I'm going to check the fuse here. Okay, first fuse is good. Let's check the second one. Also good. So there's no problem with the fuse. And this is one of the cases I have seen customers saying that, you know, the fuse goes bad, but in this case the fuse is okay. So I will have to dismantle now everything here and find out exactly what's going on inside. You know, I was hoping that the fuse is damaged because we could just take the fuse out from here and replace it. But you know, both of the fuses are good. The upper fuse is here, good. Bottom fuse also good. So right now, you know, I will have to find out what's going on with the board. Hopefully it's nothing big. You know, it could be something that just got, you know, maybe a cable here. I'm gonna check on the wires to see if there's anything wrong with the wiring here. But you know, right now, the case that I have is not just a fuse. You can't just say that when the machines give you E1, you know, it's an electronic issue, but we don't know exactly what the problem is. So I will dismantle this complete now, disconnect all the power supply from it, take it off, and then go step by step checking what could be wrong with it, you know, because there's something electronic with it. Definitely something electronic. Open it up and check it out, and then I will show you later. Okay, so the actually board, everything is good. I was working in here and everything looks fine. What I have noticed now that one of these wires right here is not giving me, when I try to check this wire, the actually green one here, which is the ground, when I check it with this one here, with the actually ground, it's not giving me a connection. So when I test it, try it, it works fine. So when I go here with the green, take on the green wire, all of the other ones are giving me good connection. Like if I try the brown one and I check, it's working fine. But the green one here, which is the ground, and I test it, it's not giving me a connection. So, you know, what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna get a wire. I have different wiring from different machines there, and I'm just gonna run a test wire to see if I get a good connection with it. And then if that's it, you know, I would just need to replace this green wire. It sounds to be broken maybe because it's not giving me, and this is very important because this one comes out of here and goes into the screen and makes everything works. So I'm gonna now check and replace that wire. Like I said, I have wires from all different machines there. I'm gonna take one of those, replace it, and see if that's gonna give me a good result. If that works fine, I'll then do the wiring very good. You know, I will take the solder, I will solder it, you know, right here with this one and take it off the pin and connect it in there. You know, if I should do that, then everything should be fine. If I have a good connection between the green wire from here to here, I should be fine. There's a crack somewhere. The wire is cracked somewhere, so, you know, that's the problem. I'm gonna jump into it. Fuses were no problem, so sometimes, you know, it's a fuse, but right now, it is the actually green wire who's not giving me good connection. Let's jump into it. So now that I know that the green wire is not working, like I said, I have wires from different other machines that I work on. This one, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna replace the green wire, use probably the black one. I will make a note inside here. I'm gonna put a little note that the green wire has been replaced with a black one. So in case somebody wants to open up the machine, see that that wire was broken. So it's, you know, it happens that it's not the first time I've seen this kind of a wire get damaged for some reason, it get overheated, something happens. So I'm going to replace it. Like I said, this is from maybe an old Juki machine, and I don't throw it out because this machine, what happened was it broke the sensor, so I kept the wire. You can see right here, the sensor got broken, and I kept the wire especially for that. So this is, I got maybe here probably about 2 feet of the wire, so exactly what I need. Replace this wire, and that should be it. You know, that means it's going to get the machine up and running correctly, and it should be fine. So let me replace it. You know, like I said, I have to take the board out and use, you know, my soldering and go slowly, you know, pull the thread off from the pin here. You know, I know how to take it off and put the other one in there, and it should be fine. Let's jump into the machine, get it ready, and we'll make another happy customer. You know, we're not here to make lies. Let people know that we switched the board. There was nothing wrong with the board. Why should I replace the board? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just gonna change that wire, and it should be fine. You know, these are not very heavy construction wire. It's just a machine wire. Once I replace it, it should be fine. So this is the Janome machine, the Memory Craft 6300. I show you already, there was a broken wire on it. You know, I didn't want it to, you know, go and change the board, you know, just to make money. That's not how we work it here. No. The wire is broken, we replace the wire. Nothing, doesn't cost the customer anything extra, because the board wasn't damaged. It was just the wire that was broken. I took a old piece of wire, put it in there, and that's it. The machine is back in perfectly working condition. Thank you for watching the Sewing Doctor in New York. Just turn it on now to show you. Perfect. No more E1. That's it, done. The machine now is on 0-1, meaning that the machine is in perfectly working condition. Everything is good, and thank you for watching the Sewing Doctor. Yes.